Right back at this video, man. Hey, man, we got Tommy G inside the world of scammers and check fraud, man. Hey, man, look, man. Y'all know we came here to do, man. Y'all know we didn't come to do, man. We came here to get straight to the point. What we didn't come to do, man, is all that other stuff, man. With that being said, let's get right to the video, man. Let's do it. Let's do it.
This is the scam mobile. Y'all ready to ride? Man, shout out America, man. I couldn't do this without y'all, man. We just show y'all what y'all could do if y'all wanted to get rich.
That's this the get rich fast scheme, folks. It ain't the right way, but it is the fast way. It's like just that drug dealing, all of that. You know, this in that category, folks.
The couple's American dream quickly turned into a nightmare after wiring nearly $800,000. All of that money went to a scammer.
Then they took 800 bones.
How many times a week would you say you punch a meal?
7 times a week.
Oh my God. Is that your pork or what is that for chicken?
Oh!
12 people are facing more than 100 charges in a major credit fraud scheme.
University student accused of stealing more than $500,000 in a credit card scam.
It's shocking video of thugs chasing a mail carrier. Why? It's believed they wanted the master key he carries that opens mailboxes for the entire neighborhood.
25 investigates exposing a check scam that can wipe out your bank.
Why would you just get him the goddamn key, folks? They not gonna leave you alone, folks. Just get him the damn key. Just you know what I'm saying? Get him the damn key, and then you feel like shit. Just bring it back when you done, folks. Shit, they robbed me, folks. They robbed me at gunpoint. They robbed me at gunpoint. They took it from me. What you want me to do? Instead of getting chased and getting your ass whooped.
We can clone any of our voices using artificial intelligence.
We are talking about $100,000 in forged checks.
Whether it's a scam call center from India, a billionaire's Ponzi scheme, a guy pretending to be a Nigerian prince, or a U.S. senator out trading hedge funds while employed on the taxpayer dime, the truth is people hate getting scammed. After all, there are entire YouTube channels dedicated to getting revenge on scammers. You see, scammers are people that leverage social engineering, also known as human hacking, to steal, manipulate, and exploit. They'll make their approach, get you to trust them, then before you know it, they'll disappear into thin air after they've extracted your bank account, social security, or other valuable information. Today, we dive into the world of fraud and scamming, and we uncover how some of the scams are happening right now. We'll cover the biggest scam that's ever occurred in U.S. history, and we'll talk to the scammers to see how they think and what motivates them. And by the end of this, we'll provide you with tips on how you can avoid getting scammed yourself. This is the world of scammers. Let's dive in. There are people out there looking to exploit your data for their own gain. With scammers like this out there lurking, it's a good idea to protect yourself. To guard against shenanigans like this, I use the sponsor of today's video, Delete Me, to help keep my footprint off the internet. What Delete Me does is they go after the data aggregators that are out there on the internet that are trying to sell your information. Folks, today we're diving into the world of scamming. I don't know what the hell we're going to get into. I'm excited, but apparently in the city of Minneapolis, scamming is a big business.
Minneapolis woman calls it emotional hacking. Scammers drained $800,000 from her dad's bank account.
I'm not gonna lie, folks. I'm gonna keep it being with y'all, folks. Y'all, they are not scamming the person, gang. They are scamming the banks. They're not scamming nobody, because all the person that got so-called scam got to do, folks, is report fraud, and they get that paid back 90% of the time, gang. Like, motherfucker take $800K from you, bro, they're gonna get it back if they just report it as stolen. Like, nobody's getting robbed besides the banks. And the banks, man, they print that money out of thin air, bro. They don't never stop printing the dollar. That's why the dollar don't got no more value no more. That's why we in inflation now, because they just keep printing the dollar over and over and over and over and over again. That's why the dollar is basically losing its value, because they just keep printing it, folks. And the USA already in debt as it is, so they taking money that they already in debt with and just keep printing it. So it's like, bro, they not robbing nobody but the banks, folks. And the banks just gonna keep printing the money any fucking way. So, come on, man. Come on, man.
LaSalle University student accused of stealing more than $500,000 in a credit card scam.
Foster was doing fake transactions, marking items up in price, then
they not robbing the person, but they robbing the bank. Because all the person got to do is report fraud. They get that bill right back.
In fact, there are multiple RICO cases going on for fraud right now. A big scam that was pulled was the food share program. People pretended to be feeding the homeless, and walked away with millions of dollars, and now they're getting RICO'd for that. A scammer is kind of like an illegal magician. They're pulling things out of thin air. There's illusion, deception.
Them cars,
before you know it, or
if them
realize
is
what they
the
did,
car that they say they
gone
added
with the
money
bag.
to it, boy.
Let's meet up with these guys, and let's see what they're about.
They getting down.
Yo, my boy.
Is that you?
Yeah, this me right here.
I'm in that rental car, that white car.
Alright, bet I'm finna walk over there.
Okay, here, door's unlocked.
Nigga walk 2 feet, gang.
Yo, what's up, bro? I say, I just know how to exploit ways to get money. Simple.
What are the different plays we're gonna be getting into today?
We got punching, simple things. We go from getting food. We can go from gas. We can go from checks. We can go from transfers. Scam work. It's all different type of ways you can get into it.
So what got you into this world?
Alright, so look, it started when I was younger. It was this rapper, his name TJ Hxthead.
Yeah, everybody know
When I
who
was
that is.
young, real young, I always just listened to his music and wondered, what the is this dude doing? I started getting into it, digging in, and it started with cars. If you listen to his music, he's talking a lot about cars and checks, really. When he was talking about that, I kind of picked up on some things, and over time, I just got smarter and smarter, figured everything out.
So what was the first play you ever made?
It was on Telegram. There was this African dude I met, and we was talking for a long time, and he told me something called, it's a certain type of check that you can order off of.
I ain't gonna lie, Telly is the home of the scammers, fo. I'm telling you, Telly. I ain't snitching, fo, cause he telling you what it is. That's the home of where they be at, fo. No cap. That's from the home of where they be at, fo. That's the main place where they be at.
So it dropped. I picked it up, put it in the ATM, 6900 came. That was my first ever play. And ever since then, I've just been on it.
Has this ever put
your
you in
first play was 6900 game for your first play ever? That's crazy, bro. Most motherfuckers' first play be 500 or G3. And you came out with 6900 to yourself from a check from a nigga you met, an African dude. Yeah, I see why you ain't stop.
Risky situation.
Money. Pretty much scamming down here is pretty popular. I mean, in the city, everybody knows what's going on now. So if you find somebody that wants to do it, they know what they're signing up for. They know what comes behind it.
Are there rich scammers out there?
You can really get rich off scamming. That's real. Pretty common.
6-figure rich?
No, nigga. 7-8, nigga. The fuck, nigga, you wanna... Bro. Money Man. Who else with one of the top dog scammers? What the fuck is Bandman Kevo? Nigga, them is big dog scammers. I'm surprised you ain't do a video with them. You know what I'm saying? Bandman and Money Man. I mean, they probably don't want to attach their name to that shit no more. But bro, them is probably the two biggest, you feel me, scammers you could damn near, you feel me, ever hear about, fo. No cap. Bandman and Money Man, the two biggest ones that turned it to, you know?
That's real.
Rather than judging these kids, I wanted to try and put myself in their shoes. Now, I know I'm overgeneralizing here, but here's a theory I'm working with. A lot of these kid scammers are from Gen Z, and this is the generation that saw their parents lose their house in the 08 mortgage crisis as the bank executives responsible got rewarded by multi-million-dollar bonuses, and the banks that fundamentally scammed the country got bailed out by the tax money of the very people they scammed. So essentially, these kids witnessed a financial system that openly didn't give a shit about them or their parents, why not pull a scam of their own? And kind of explains the sense of nihilism that we've seen creeping into this Gen Z generation. Whether you talk about scammers, the Kia boys, or just an overall sense of...
But why y'all doing this like scamming that wasn't going on before we even came around? This shit ain't nothing new, fo. Scamming is not new, gang. This shit been going on. Scamming been happening. This ain't nothing new.
Because it seems like the world around them is crumbling. Now, from a cultural standpoint, we've seen the rise of scam rappers, guys like Baby Tron, TJ Hxthead, Punch Made Dev, and these are.
I'm saying though, why you ain't say Money Man and you ain't say Money Man? You ain't say Baby Smooth started off with selling weed. He started off selling weed, then he got into the scam. But it's just so many for like, damn, you ain't gonna say the big dogs.
Effortlessly cool, ridiculously rich, and they seem to be easily getting away with scams on major banks and institutions. So yes, it's easy to point the fingers at the scammers you see here, and yes, they have a moral responsibility of what they are doing, but are they not just an underworld byproduct of a system that white-collar scammers created? I don't know. That's just a theory I'm working with. Do you save much of your money?
Got to.
scamming long term to be scam guy for the rest of my life. This shit's all like, with anything you do, any hustle, all that shit just quick until you move on to your next level. You feel me? Next steps.
Have you ever been almost caught by law enforcement? I'm gonna take that as a yes.
No.
Pause me. Think yes.
Think about it, but nah, never.
How much does an IP address come to play with what you do?
It gets deep. That's like your address. I don't know. Like you feel me? That's like your internet address. So.
For most of the things you do you have to obscure your IP address?
Yeah.
Is that difficult to do?
No.
Average person could do it, I'd say.
So it doesn't affect a human at all, you think?
Everybody has committed a scam before in some way. Some people do different types of scams. Some people do insurance. Some people do home scams. You know, it's all different types of scams. I look at it as I'm not taking money from a human. You know what I mean? And I don't think I'm a bad guy for it. You feel me? Let me see.
Checks.
How much money are we talking right there? What you're about to see is called punching chicken. Now, punching is lingo in the scam world that refers to the practice of using the dark web to get somebody else's credit card information and doing an online order to punch the item. You can punch chicken, pizza, presumably anything you can buy online. Here's how it went down.
This is the website that I would buy the cards from to do the punching. Ready to buy cards.
A fake credit card.
A real credit card, but it's just not ours.
And how much money does it have on it?
It depends. I wouldn't necessarily say I know the exact amount. Certain banks, they give you the ability to check. You can call the bank and you can check how much. But I would just be buying a card based off of the knowledge that I already know. There's something called a BIN. A BIN is a bank identification number. Now, depending on what BINs you have, you might got a card that has thousands on it, you might get a card that has millions on it. There's no telling them.
It's luck of the draw.
Basically, yep.
So these are cards that someone physically stole, like at the gas station?
Nah, they got it
online. They picked it up, they upload it to a website, and then it's sold to a bidder like you, or how does that work?
Basically, yeah, kind of like how you just explained it. I wouldn't necessarily say it comes from people picking them up off of the ground, but more so scammers. They have machines that you can put on. For instance, at the gas station, you can put a skimmer on the machine where the people put their cards into, and then from there, you'll get about 1,000 hits. Now, depending on how many people put their card in that specific machine where you put your skimmer at, that's where all the card information will come from.
Does the skimmer also capture your PIN?
Yes, it does.
So if you use a machine that has a skimmer and you type in your PIN, all of a sudden, you're wide open.
You're good. You're not good, you're f***ed up.
You're good, though.
Yeah. The thing about getting captured by a skimmer is if you have the right type of setup with your bank account in terms of two-factor authentication, the bank asking like questions like, was this you that just spent money at Raising Cane's for about $100? You know what I mean? If you have these different types of protocols set up with your bank, then you're less likely to be a victim of fraud.
Basically, right now, you can get free chicken.
I can get free everything right now. Boom, now we got the money on there. Now I can buy a card.
You can buy social securities off this?
When you buy the cards, depending on how much the card costs, that's why I said certain cards, they range from 20 to 25, all the way up to 30. You can see what I'll show you when I refresh.
And I just saw you could buy a Canadian card, you could buy a U.S. card,
you can
go to the country.
Wow. You can buy from anywhere on the planet. As long as the website has a way to get these cards and put them on their site, then you can get pretty much anything.
Have you ever heard of punching a mule?
Punching a mule?
I fuck with Bruce.
We spoke to legendary lawyer Bruce Rivers and a man
fuck
who's a
with Bruce.
financial.
Hey, I've been watching. If you go watch my videos back of Bruce, folks, I've been watching Bruce before he even got to the point of where he was at today, folks. Before he got to the point, go back and go look it up. You will see. I've been watching Bruce.
Crimes expert to get their opinion on the scams you see unfolding in this video. Punching a mule.
No, I've never heard of that.
That's where you apparently acquire someone else's credit card and you use that to buy free food.
You know, there's a lot of scams going on. There's the skimming that goes on, like at a gas station, somebody attaches a skimmer. That's actually happened to me. Somebody tried to buy some stuff at a sporting goods store, like $2,000 worth of on my credit card. And then I see the guy in court on the hook for it. I mean, I was like, holy shit, that's the guy that stole my identity. Had to trace it all back. We figured out exactly what pump it was. We figured out exactly where it was. And he had been doing this all over the place. So I saw him in Hennepin County in court. And my thing happened in another county. He was doing it all over the place.
A lot of times what's going to happen is you go to try and do a touch pay. It doesn't work. That's part of the plan. They want you to scan your card. So they actually will have a module, something that's identical looking to the actual card swipe overlaid. Physically go and try and pull it off. If it doesn't pull off, you're good. If you can go inside and pay the gas station attendant, ideally in cash, avoid this whole digital footprint.
Man, nigga, this is what I do, folks. If that goddamn scanner motherfucker ain't working, boy, I'm not putting my card, I'm not swiping nothing, bro. If that bitch ain't working, I'm going to another pump. And that's just off instinct, gang. Don't nobody got time to be trying to swipe and do all, not doing all that, bro. If my tap ain't working, folks, nigga, yeah, the tap ain't working, I'm going to another pump, folks. Off the Skrilla. Going right to another pump.
You're going to be a lot safer. You see any sort of fraudulent activity,
but I didn't know they were doing this, though.
Immediately contact your bank. The sooner that you can contact the authorities, law enforcement, it's going to be much easier to get your money back. When there's delay in space and time, scam, with any sort of financial scam, it's much harder to get your money back.
For sure.
If you really want to get specific on which one you want to buy, you can type in your BIN, your bank identification number. So I'm going to type in a BIN that I know is going to work. This is a bank called Wings Financial Credit Union. Very, very high-class bank. So when you're doing simple punching for, food and shit, like we talked about, yeah, Kings might take a $100 loss today, but that person whose card I'm using, they're getting all their money back.
That's what I said.
Well, I've heard people that get scammed, and it can take 30 days for them to get the money
Don't
back
matter.
in their account.
They still getting it back.
The average American has $1,000 or less in their savings. So if you scam the average American and rent's due, they might not have it because of the scam.
Bro,
yeah, right.
Bro, it's so simple for them to go contact the landlord and tell them that I got scammed and my money gonna be here at this time. Can you make accommodations for me? It's so simple, folks. Like, come on, folks. You can make accommodations, gang. You can make accommodations, gang.
Them never getting their money back. I know for a fact that they'll get their money back. Somebody just texted and said he's seen the police. Tommy, somebody just texted him and said the police. Yeah, we gotta get out.
They out there swole.
A Cane's Chicken. How often do you guys get free meals like this?
Every day I eat free every day. Everything I do is almost free.
So the customer name is
right? Yes. Thank you, actually. Look. Visa, credit card, 75.
Okay.
We'll go over to the website, same card, ending in 75. Can't make this shit up.
Okay. Some guy named just lost $50 because some guy got 50 chicken nuggets.
80. And we finna eat good. Okay, are you the police?
You're the police? Let's get out of here.
After successful chicken punching, the fellas decided to take their chicken to a warehouse in a secure location so they could eat their chicken in peace.
Alright, bet we finna go down to the basement and eat.
That nigga said, I punch every day. Everything I do is free.
That's like a 10, because I fully completed it, you know? And anything that you do that you're doing fraudulent, it's always going to be a 10. The only thing that makes it more secure is that I didn't go in there and swipe a card. So they can't say that I did anything illegal.
If they caught you, what would be the punishment?
You know, it's a white-collar crime. I don't think I would get charged with anything really because, like I said, they don't have any proof that I did anything. So they will have to drop the case. If they did want to take full action and give me a punishment, it would probably be anywhere from like 5 to 10.
5 to 10 years?
Just for some shit.
What makes it worth it?
Time's hard for everybody right now. So it's like, if you ain't got no money, but you got somebody's card, you get all good. Just the other day, I got good lines like this.
Is it that easy to get away with?
Yeah. 100%.
Nah, definitely easy.
I've never been in a spot.
But bro, I'm telling you, gang, like when you do it though, gang, some motherfuckers they be on it, folks. So as soon as some shit pop on, for as soon as anything pop on, for they'll be on it. Not saying I'm a scammer or nothing like that, but like as soon as some shit'll pop on, for like they'll see like a transaction that they ain't do, nigga, they'll call up and cancel it immediately. Some motherfuckers do, but some motherfuckers don't. You know what I'm saying? So shit, it's just about when you order that shit, you gotta get that quick and hurry to get it before they call in and say, I ain't do that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. They gonna get their money back though, bro.
We can't give you what you paying for. You gotta wait a little
And then after that, you
bit,
just change your card, lock it, and just be more
in a
important.
restaurant and I swipe a card, say that card declines. I swipe another card. I know they're looking at you weird. Give us a second. Matter of fact, you can't swipe any more cards. Just wait right here for us while we get
Call the
system
police.
set, right? While they're getting their system set up, they're really calling the police to tell you, like, hey, this guy's in here trying to commit fraud.
So do you even get nervous making a play like this?
Hell no. It's easy, bro. I've been doing this shit since 2017.
All right, let's see if this is real chicken or scam
Nigga,
chicken.
it's real chicken, bro.
If you could say a message to the CEO of Raising Cane's, what would you say?
Hey, thank you for the chicken. You fed a lot of hungry people tonight.
I guess big dogs gotta eat. Is that necessary for? Is that your fork or what is that for chicken?
Whoa!
I'm gonna see if punch chicken tastes any different. Actually, this is my first time eating Raising Cane's.
Raising Cane's be hitting on. It's just chicken though, bro. It ain't bad though.
Oh, that is a chicken tender.
Free food tastes good, don't it?
He said free food tastes good, don't it?
Ooh, and we got the tan too, people.
Change around with the car because it went private. What is it, the CVV? But we have the code to change that shit around. Take care of that. Alright, boss, so the page ready to go? Yeah, for now. Once this nigga wake up, motherfuckers probably gonna get this sent out gone today or tomorrow. I'm gonna give his ass a call, wake his ass up.
So the guy that's sleeping, what role does he play? The guy that's gonna wake up.
So the guy that sleeps plays a very important role. He's the one that's do send-outs. Basically, I can't get into too much detail, but he does send-outs for banks and we're able to access logs that way. The best I can describe it is a message coming to your phone.
Okay. How hard is it to get your hands on this type of paper?
You can get it. Anybody can get paper like that.
Oh, man. What does it take for this to be legit? Like, is this a tough part of the puzzle?
Hell no, that shit not hard.
Like the easiest person to have access to it.
How many hours a week do you think you work doing this?
I still have fun. I still carry on life. It's probably gonna take hours out of the week. I'll probably save maybe like 10, 15 hours together. Most of the shit is fast.
Yeah, it's
what
not
makes
hard,
someone
man.
good at this?
Connection. The more connections you have, person has something for everything in every field. Because there's not just one type of scam to be rich.
Does this profession make you nervous?
No.
They've been doing it for so long, for it. They been doing it so long, that shit don't
What's your philosophy on
affect them.
The world is mine. Have fun when you're young.
Is it hard to keep this on the hush? If you're busting big plays, is it hard not to flex it or to talk about it?
Definitely. I'd say that's one of the things. Now I'm getting to the point where I've been doing it for I don't care anymore. You know, I'm doing so like I won't even post.
What's your specialty?
Have different specialties. You always level up, so I can't say I have like one good specialty, but I can do anything that I want. That's another thing. I think my good specialty is I can figure out whatever I want to learn. Anything.
Were you good at school?
Yeah, I was good at school.
Did you like school?
Yeah, school was fun.
What do you call yourself?
Baby J.
What's your specialty?
I'm good at talking, really. He's good at talking. You feel me? Everybody play different roles.
Yeah, they got they a team for sure.
He might come to you, ask you a couple questions. You'll be right. But basically, this right here is a check that I cooked up. This is like a real check that I made a copy of basically. So let me try to show you. This would look like originally, and this would look like now. Exact same thing, exact thing. And this right here, the way that I'm doing it, a lot of people don't know how to do it this way.
Check fraud. Printing out fake checks, cashing them at a bank.
What normally happens isn't that the person who's doing the fraud is the one cashing it in. Usually they get some unsuspecting person, oh, I can make you a lot of money, and so they write the check to that person. So there's a middle guy in between, and
Facts.
it's usually the person that's unsuspecting, not thinking that it's a fraudulent check, and all of a sudden they go to the bank and they try to get the cash, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
And
It's usually
even if they know, bro, they don't get no fuck, bro. Oh God, them people don't care, for. When you got a motherfucker in the middle, for they don't care, gang. Like, bro, just hypothetically speaking, folks, say they working a 9-to-5 job, for then you got a motherfucker scammer coming to you, for telling you, for you do this for me, for and I'll give you $2 right now. They work a 9-to-5, for they probably, depending on how much they get paid in this economy, for an extra $2 to a regular motherfucker is a lot of money. So motherfuckers is doing that shit, bro. Motherfuckers need that money, bro. We in a whole recession right now, for motherfuckers need that paper game. So motherfuckers doing that shit, even if they know the risk that come with it. They don't give a fuck, nigga. They want that money.
Unsuspecting person, not the person who's behind the scheme.
A check fraud is a complicated situation because one of the biggest ways that you can protect yourself is go to the actual post office itself and mail the check. And I would prefer that you don't even mail checks. I really don't think you should be at this point. It has all your information on it. The more space and more distance you have in terms of the transit that needs to occur with that check, the more risk you're gonna have.
What is the penalty for printing fake checks?
It depends upon the loss amount, typically. If it's, and usually it's a felony because it's forgery and theft by swindle. And so if it's, under $2,500, it's probation. Each check becomes a felony count in and of itself, and you get enough of those, it can ultimately be a prison sentence. It really does depend upon the value that we're looking at.
And what can this play be worth?
This one right here was $5,400.
That's a lot of money.
Mm-hmm. It's a piece of paper.
This is just making up a check?
Yeah, it's just me making it.
So you can make any amount you wanted?
Yeah, any amount you want.
Is it gonna come out of here?
Yeah, I would imagine.
You can make it any amount for, but that don't mean that bitch gonna hit. Typically, if you got a check for $20K, you don't want to blast that bitch, you don't want to try to hit that bitch for the whole 20, You typically do, if you got a 20, you'll do it for like 3, 4. I think how I know all this shit, because bro, where I'm from, bro. Trust me, it's a lot of scammers where I'm from. Do I scam? No, bro. I'm a law-abiding citizen, and you feel me? I have a job. I have a 9 to 5. But yes, bro. I know. Trust me, bro. You feel me?
Bigger you go.
I am a law-abiding citizen. I don't do none of that shit.
Any scam over 10,000 is where it's serious. So when it gets serious for real. Check forgery isn't so high of a crime.
How much does this printer cost?
Well, it's about like $500.
It's crazy.
And that 500 turn your ass to 100K.
To thousands and thousands of dollars. They say money doesn't grow on trees, but you guys are making it look like it does.
Bro, money grow on trees, bro, because they keep printing that shit, gang. That's why the dollar don't got no value no more, like I said in the beginning of the video. Nigga, money grow on trees, bro. They just keep printing. They don't stop printing that dollar.
The original
they don't stop.
Copy of a real check sold it to you online, and you're printing out that version.
Either that or somebody in mailboxes. Yeah, so it's two kind of ways to get a check. You can break a mailbox, or there's keys. You can look it up. You can probably find clips of people robbing mailmans to get keys.
In regard to mail carriers, there's been a lot of violence towards them. There's been a lot of robbing of mail carriers and taking the keys that they use in order to open up mailboxes. And there's been all this money put towards these digital defense mechanisms and these electronic keys to use, but that still doesn't necessarily protect the mail carrier themselves. But this applies to everyone. In terms of protecting yourself generally, it's all about not having patterns. For the mail carrier, if you're on a route, just like if I was on a patrol route, if I had the same patrol route, same time, same place, every single day, it's easy for that patrol route to be intercepted. Change and vary your patterns. It's called force protection.
What about when someone hits a mail truck, steals the mail keys, and steals checks that way?
Bye-bye. In other words, that's usually done on an inside job basis. Because who's going to steal a mail truck? And know that there are going to be checks on that truck? Probably not too many.
Which is the most risky part of this puzzle?
I say out of all of them, the risky part, 9 times out of 10, you guess the most riskiest part who has the most important role in this particular style is the person who's getting the checks.
So, when you scamming, it's not always like somebody's always we're always the villains. Like, we also helping people. Because we split the money that
the money we never just running off.
We split it 50-50 with them. Just now, right now, look. Look what happened.
Someone just said, I swear I got evicted, I gotta get back on my feet, and you said, I got you, cuz. Send me ID. Someone's sending you their bank
right now, this is right now, look at the time. This today, look, this today.
Some people actually need help, so it's like sometimes.
I know people to this day that bring me other people's accounts.
You see how real this look? If you're a big teller, who put that up to the sky, you'll see like, you see me?
Like this is a real one.
This is a real check. Someone can cash this and then get paid for it right now. Actually, they are. Y'all finna see it today.
He said, actually, they are. Y'all finna see this today. That ain't that what I just said, folks? I just literally just said, folks. It's people out there, folks, that is willing to take that risk because, they finna get evicted. The economy is fucked up right now, bro. So motherfuckers is gonna take that risk in order, you feel me? Yeah.
We can only fit so much into a YouTube video. All this will be available at Patreon only. Highly recommend you check that out. Link is in the description. Would you say this is up there, Miguel, for things we've done?
Top 3 for sure.
This is fucking ridiculous, dude. I'm not exactly sure what we were about to do, but it feels sketchy. The first scamming video I put out, people are wondering, is this guy for real?
No, he did us.
Is he scamming us and believing that it's real? But like the casualness in which we're doing some of these things is like,
that shit real, fo. This shit not no gimmick, fo. That punch made shit, that shit real, gang. This shit ain't a fucking joke. If you think it's a joke, you feel me? I don't know. You live on a rock.
Oh, shit, what the fuck going on, man? You cracking a cops, not safe. You are cracking a cops, not safe. It is less dangerous.
Oh yeah, safe. Yeah, you try to crack a safe, your ass gonna die, bro.
So
hey, boy, the military gonna be at that goddamn safe so fast, boy, you gonna get your ass caught, boy. They ain't coming in there with big shit too. They ain't even gonna come with the little 9mm, the Glock 19. They coming in there with the big AR-15. Nigga, they trying to knock your head off your shoulders. Don't be stupid.
Just feel lawless.
Don't be stupid.
Certain parts is lawless.
I ain't gonna lie. I think they was taking when it was all of that shit going on, folks. When COVID hit first, and they was stealing everything. Motherfuckers were trying to hit ATMs and shit. No cap.
That's like the biggest thing. Like even from the politicians to our parents, to other people's parents.
How do the politicians scam?
They're hitting on a lot of shit. Like,
no, politicians are fucking scammers. Politicians, everybody's scamming. I ain't gonna lie.
Politicians here, they're dirty too. They play dirty games. Even the police even play dirty games.
He's not going to mention some of the biggest scams going on. Here's a look at something that's actively happening in the city right now. Here it is.
One of the largest scams in United States history happened right here in Minneapolis. During the pandemic, the Minnesota Department of Education was tasked with overseeing the handout of meals to kids, the needy, and the homeless during the COVID era, and they delegated local supervision to nonprofits like Feeding Our Future. What happened next was a tsunami of swindling. These nonprofits fraudulently claimed to be feeding thousands of kids a day within just weeks.
Damn, 47
Not only
people?
were literal tons of food wasted, but the fraud ended up costing the U.S. taxpayer about $250 million. As of now, there are dozens of people being indicted and brought to trial, and to this day this stands as one of the biggest scams in U.S. history.
47 people, boy? God damn.
Daddy got no hope. He just scammed, y'all. The system scammed us. Both our parents. CIA bought dope to the motherfuckers in the city. My daddy, they got him out the way. They ain't trying to pay no child support. It's cool though, bro. Cause you know what we gonna do? We gonna grind, nigga. This that shit that we love, nigga. We love making that money, y'all. Yeah. We gonna do whatever it takes to make that money, y'all. This shit get wicked out here for real. Yeah, I'm not a bad guy. I'm not gonna say this like I'm the biggest, baddest guy to do this to people and shit. Nah, bro. I just do this to get by people to get to hear me.
What percentage of scammers would you say are balling, and what percent of them would you say are actually kind of broke?
They are both scammers. Like, there's always the one main person, then there's the middleman, then there's the middle's middle. You know, like, it's like a tree. One person passes a card to one person, that person gets passed down to the main person. The main person is the one who splits the money between everybody and decides how.
Yeah, that's how I go. The main motherfucker get most of the bread. So the motherfucker that's doing the actual work, he get the money. He split it with his person. Then the person that got the money. So say the main person, and then the man, the middleman, not the middleman. The middleman give him $5K. The high up, the nigga that did the work, he'll get $2,500 split with his middleman $2,500. Then that middleman had to go split that $2,500 with his people, depending on how his splits is, depending on if the niggas is fucking goofy or not. But yeah, that's how it worked, folks. So say if the middleman got about two people that was under him, bro, depending on how it worked, for you could split it 3 ways depending on how much you fuck with that person. But bro, if they are goofy to you, bro, you get their ass each $500, tell their ass going about their day. You walk away with 15. Simple. And tell them keep sending work. Shit, the more work you send me, the more money you gonna make.
So all scammers are not rich. That's another thing.
That's facts.
You can be a scammer and not have a way. Feel me? Like in scam world, always a new scam. That's another thing. And it's about who figures out the scam first.
Facts.
You can't really say it's too many runners. Like it's like you always tell like we will scam, we know who a runner and who's boss trying to find the moves.
But don't get it confused though. I done seen runners turn into bosses.
Nah, it go like that. It be like that a lot. I know a lot of them too.
Became the man, that man. You feel me? So big thing in the scam world, getting slimed out too.
That happened a lot. That happened a lot. That happened a lot. Show ass back door. Show ass back door.
It's over with. I'm taking the whole bag.
And you can't do shit about it.
That's what I remember we was talking about karma yesterday. It's karma in the scam world too. Not also somebody. Last time they did it's not what it's thinking it's about. The end, it's about wiping it down. That's a whole other step.
It is.
That's what I'm saying. It's not just like easy. You can't just wake up and come. It's not that easy. Now, it's that easy to do basic shit, but it gets deeper than that.
It do.
It can be a blessing and a curse at the same time. It just depends on how you break your moves. You gotta stay consistent too. You gotta stay consistent with anything you do.
Facts.
Alright, you're filming.
I'm gonna show y'all some box action.
Scammers operate in a climate of deceit. You see, fraud is a game of smoke and mirrors. These guys ran off with the camera to presumably make an ATM play, and what I saw on the tape left me questioning reality.
That's some great footage. See the police?
Where you guys see him? Of course, you guys were out there for like fucking 20 minutes in ski masks and glasses.
We had a little technical difficulty.
You know, it took us so long. And you'll see the cards start locking on us. But sometimes the card will lock up and then they give you like fraud alerts, which the person has to confirm on the phone.
You guys were skied up with glasses the whole time in front of a bank?
Like, you gotta be.
How is that not, like, do you guys feel like you guys were out there for way too long?
Time limit. And what can they possibly do for real?
One of the things that comes to mind is what we are seeing, is that even real? And what makes me think it is real is that they took 20 minutes outside of this van, they got fraud alerts on their phone. If they were just taking money from their own account, it would have been in and out in a minute or two.
Nah, that shit real, gang. That shit real, gang. It's real. That shit is very real. This shit it's not a joke. It's different ways to do that shit for, but yes, in the scammer world, for it's all about finding which wave you gotta. It's about who find the wave, all the shit. When COVID started, it was what was it for? It was glitches going on. Boy, they was having a blast with them glitches. Motherfuckers got rich off them glitches. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, the BOA glitch. It's just because of where I'm from, bro. I know all this shit, bro.
But this also brought up more questions. Now, remember earlier in the episode when I was talking about the sense of nihilism that I have noticed in Gen Z? When they do things like this, their nihilism can come off as quite sinister. I mean, scamming people, banks, grandmas, restaurants, it's pretty crazy. But what I think is the source of all this nihilism is a lack of hope. And why I think a lot of Gen Z has no hope, I mean, this is the first generation in American history that's projected not to do better than their parents. These kids have inherited this world where they can't afford anything, the food, the housing, the college, all of it is sky high. And the people making the rules, their government, is this lazy, lousy bunch of bureaucrats that openly cheat all of the time. So a lot of these kids, I think, have just said, F it. The world is fake, the world is a scam, and I'm gonna scam the world. I'm gonna get mine for myself at any means necessary. I'm gonna cheat the system that I feel cheats me. But what do I know? I'm just trying to make sense of what I'm seeing and figure out the world.
I ain't cap.
That was a look into the world of scamming. Any final thoughts, fellas?
We didn't give y'all everything. We didn't get a chance to give y'all everything, but
and we won't give y'all everything.
We love y'all. We don't scam people for a living. We help people out.
We took a deep dive into this world. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week. Peace. If you want to keep yourself safe on the internet, consider checking out the sponsor.
Hey man, that shit a gift and a curse, man. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, fuck.